All right, we've got a lot going on today. But first and foremost, it's time for Twitter Freaks. Play the jingle.
Twitter freaks, oh why'd you go and say that? Twitter freaks, the website was a mistake, yeah. Twitter freaks.
That's right, we paid King Scarlet to get a Twitter Freaks jingle. Now let us go and check out the Freaks. So we're going to begin with the smorgasbord. I'm talking about, this unbelievable banger. What's the worst tweet ever? A tweet that got about 1 million QRTs. So I asked you all to put your favorite on here, and we're gonna real quick run through these ones together. So let's see what we've got. First up, some bangers. A lot of y'all still don't get it. Ape holders can use multiple slurp juices on a single ape. So if you have one Astro Ape and 3 Slurp Juices, you can create 3 new apes. Tonight's Slurp Juice Mint event is essentially a minting event for both lab monks and special forces. Ridiculous. I can't believe that a lot of you really still don't get it. Let's see, what do we have next? Ukraine is hosting one of the great epics of this century. We are Harry Potter and William Wallace, the Na'vi and Han Solo. We're escaping from Shawshank and blowing up the Death Star. We are fighting with the Harkonnens and challenging Thanos. Oh, this one is not good. Also, not to spoil anything, but you're fighting with the Harkonnens? How interesting. Would you say you're different from the Harkonnens in a sort of meaningful capacity? Never mind. I'm not going to get too into Dune. Folks, I like Dune. Don't think about it too much. Yeah, I won't. And finally, from @Zed, America got a huge buff today. Patch notes below. Dignity plus 100%. Racism minus 100%. Introduced new feature called Science. Removed lying from the game as it felt too effective. Added a tool called Hope to ramp up character moral. It's supposed to be morale, missing a letter there. Made future a bit brighter. And Jack Soul has the right one here. America before and after the patch. Those are all just really good, but we got some more. Oh, this tweet is unavailable. Oh, because I blocked NATO. Thanks, Blue Blocker. Yep, this is the one. Between Bernie, my ex-wife, the tenant from hell, and General Chump Fuckery, this has been a cromulent fuckrustable of a day. Tommy Needy Drinky. Me and Jillian still say Tommy Needy Drinky to each other. We constantly we refer to General Chump Fuckery around the house. Oh, I love this guy. One of the best whoever did it. This one hurts to read. It would be kind of funny if it was ironic. This one's great. Sus man. It is indeed sus. By the way, to folks lost, sus means suspicious. Yeah, Elon speaks street. Very true, very true. The classic, my Jewish friend saw a sign that said free parking and panicked that it said free Palestine. The Jews are tired. Whatever happened to Eve Fartlow? Is she still on the website? Is she still here? We have... I really don't want to read this one. All right, here we go. My vagina can suck up to 1.4 liters of water in a bath. Yes, I caught in a pint jug. That moment when half your bath water suddenly comes flooding out of your battered daffodil. Grrr. I don't want to read this, dog. Come on. Ugh. This is a great one. Haven't even had sex in ages. Sigh. Bullshit, bro. I'm happily married with an amazing wife. Even she understands if I helped you out. She would even be proud of me, even if I myself would feel like shit. LOL. That's like hell for me, but I would do it. LOL. This is actually me. That's literally me. All of the Zoomers that work for me are bisexual, and all of them have long COVID. I'll believe long COVID is real when someone who is not bisexual has it. Okay. This is actually one of the best tweets on the platform. This tweet is so good. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Wow. He was so real for this. This is a biphobic stream. That's true. This is maybe the worst one. This is a contender for sure. I think there's a clear worst, but this is really up there. In my dreams, those were George Floyd's last words. You can't win white supremacy. If you strike me down, I shall become more popular or powerful than you could possibly imagine. I pray we continue to make that dream come alive. We must never let George Floyd's murder be in vain. This one's bad. This guy is actually great. The corona vaccine was always there in plain sight right in front of us. Raw meat, wrong plane. This guy's great. The raw meat guys are great. This is a last-minute entry. Yeah, fresh contender, hot off the presses. I have a bunch of medical beliefs that I have zero proof for. I refuse to read research because it's matrix garbage. Nicotine and caffeine are miracle drugs. The reason my test level is enormous, despite never taking any steroids ever, is 25 cups of coffee and 20 cigars a day. I just know it's going crazy in that bathroom. I know he is fucking painting the walls brown. Oh man. Fun fact, I'll give you all a little insight. I have one story about this. Jillian used to drink about 8 cups of coffee a day. And that's because she has really bad ADHD and she was like self-medicating. All day she'd be like, I just need more caffeine to focus. Now she drinks 1 maybe. But she would also always have doo-doo diarrhea constantly. And I was like, do you need to see a doctor about this? And she was like, no, every doctor has always told me the same thing, which is you have doo-doo diarrhea all the time because you're drinking 8 cups of coffee. And I was like, yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Maybe don't do that. All right. Okay. I've seen this one constantly in response to this. I will say it. This is a good tweet. This tweet is hilarious. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Like, this person posts an outrageous tweet and then deletes it, which is the funniest thing you can do online. And everyone's like, I can't believe they made this terrible tweet. Why not? That's the joke. Bro wants to watch a baby suck cock. The joke is, this is something a crazy person would write, so they tweet and then delete. I don't understand. How do people not get this? What are you all, stupid? Yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm actually getting almost entirely yeses. There's a lot of these, by the way, in this thread. A lot of posts like this that are like, okay, well, that's a joke. This one's just bad in an unfunny way. This is not a post. This one was really bad. Yeah, this one was real bad. Oh, in fact, if you go to the @Raiders post where they type this, do you know who's the #1 response? I want you all to guess. You will not get it. I want you all to just guess. Who's the top response to this tweet? It is the Act Man. He says, I hope you go 0-16 this year. I was like, what the fuck? It was a real jump scare moment. What do we have? Trump era irreparably cooked everyone's brains. It's so funny. These ones are all bangers. Every single one of these is a banger. Ready? I can't even read these on stream. They're so gross. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to read you the back half of this one. O'Rourke is like the guy who is all sweet and nerdy, but holds you down and makes you come until your calves cramp. You might think that's an insane thing to say about a politician. What if I told you this was the second most gross sex thing about a politician in this thread? And now, let's go to the first. Oh, God. From Brooklyn Dad Defiant, who people in the comments are being, did you know that Brooklyn Dad Defiant was actually being paid tens of thousands by the DNC? Here we go. Okay. I'm going to read you this one out loud. We're all just going to have to get through it together. I know we all knew they slept in separate bedrooms, but just hearing it confirmed that Melania had a separate bedroom from Spanky, that's Trump for some reason, is freaking hilarious. Here we go. The Bidens will, of course, raw dog like wild animals while watching Wolf Blitzer. Nothing but curled toes, cramped calves, and gallons of frothy spunk. Line break because, love. Gallons of frothy soy. Jesus Christ. What else do we have? Oh, you can't post Mr. Weeks ones. These are just cheating. They're just cheating. I won't even read them, but they're just cheating. This one is clearly a joke. Clearly a joke. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. And there we have it. Yikes. This one was really bad. This one was so bad. Ugh. This is me.
Just a little bit of dick inside.
All right, this is a top 2. This is like when I'm making the tier list, this is a top 2 deck. No, but really. Look at this cocky teenage Latina coming to destroy your fragile ego with a look. I love this image so much. A duck doing the DreamWorks face. That's what it is. Oh, man. The other thing is, if you look at the date on these, almost all the worst posts in Twitter history were made during COVID. Like March 2020 to April 2021. It's crazy. It's like we really were just posting out of our assholes. Okay, let's keep going. This is a great one. This is a fantastic tweet. This is a great one. I've seen this a lot in this thread. Is this real? I feel like this is just a fake tweet. I don't remember this one at all. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. How could I forget this? This is a great one. I'm a black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. Oh, my God. This guy walked it back. He was like, no, I was quoting a black gay guy who sent me this message. It wasn't... Thanks, dude. Okay. You ready? Here is the number 1 worst tweet of all time. It's just that this is it. I'm sorry. There is no peer for this tweet. Just told my 10-year-old daughter about hashtag RBG. She had tears in her eyes. And then she did the Wakanda pose and said hashtag Ruthconda forever, which is the sort of pop culture crossover that I can celebrate. This is the greatest of all time. Ruthconda forever is in my vocabulary now. I say it like regularly. It's so good. It's just amazing. We got the black gay guy again. We got the Elon Musk cocksucker again. This one's good too. The week after Trump was elected, I dreamed that my blonde hair was so long that it touched the ground, and that I used it to cover and hide and protect the body of my brown husband. Women. All right, let's keep going. Oh, boy. This is a great tweet. I don't know what you're talking about. So, okay. I see the argument for Flumpty Flu, and I would say probably a top 5 for sure. But the thing about Flumpty Flu is everyone talked like this. At the time, this was a completely normal tweet. This wasn't out of the realm of possibility in terms of what you can tweet. Like, this guy was like, an insanely popular like pop culture writer, and he has a bunch of books under his belt. He's like hanging out with Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, people thought this shit was awesome. They thought it was epic. Wednesday, the day you flumpty foo and you think boopity bop and zippity zoom, but the truth is razza frazza was a wooza. What I'm trying to say is maybe your brain isn't working either, but that's okay because you're great. P.S. You need a firmware upgrade in the form of coffee. I think that COVID really ruined all of our brains, and we all got so much meaner as a result of it. We all kind of forgot our social skills, and more than anything else, we got meaner, which has been almost uniquely bad, almost entirely bad. But one upside is that people stopped talking like this. Like, this type of post doesn't exist anymore. And I think we are better for it. I think that that's one of the upsides. But I would say you need a firmware upgrade in the form of coffee. No one talked like this before COVID either. You're just fucking wrong. You're just out of your mind. And importantly, if you took this tweet back to 2013, he could have made a living printing shirts that said this, that said like flumpty foo on it, you know? Instead of "it is Wednesday, my dude," we would be saying, "It's Wednesday, don't forget the flumpty foo." Jomny's son was making money until last year, all right? Two worst Smash Bros ones. The problem is that TSM Leffen is fucking spitting here. You know absolutely nothing about streaming ult if you think minimum wage jobs are harder. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? I can't see it. Okay, here's what I will say. The United States labor system is segregated in such a way that it is not harder to stream anything than to like work at McDonald's, right? In fact, working at McDonald's is one of the hardest things you can do. But if you go up like one pay grade from like 15 an hour to like 20 an hour, then whatever job you are doing is much easier than streaming ult, for sure. Like all those fake ass spreadsheet jobs, those are way easier than streaming ult, especially if you're Leffen, who has a thing in his brain that turns him into the Hulk when he when he loses a stock. McDonald's does not give you 15. Some places it does, but most it doesn't, yeah. Working fast food is an absolute nightmare. It is really weird that like the starter jobs for like teenagers are the literal hardest jobs on the market. Like food service, retail. I would not work another day in any of those for all the money in the world. Ugh. All right. So all Wi-Fi warriors should suffer unfairly because of the possibility of being laggy. That's like saying all black people should suffer unfairly because of the possibility of some of them being a criminal. Should we just segregate them too? Whew. Banger post, Oomphy. What else do we have? This is a joke! Sleeping on so there's actually, I think someone has posted under this like 4 Dawkins in a row, but Richard Dawkins has some of the greatest of the worst tweets of all time, except they are too old for people to remember. Here's a great one from 2013. In my fantasy about Pleistocene contraception were true, instead of sex porn, we'd all watch porn films of women giving birth, quote, baby porn, end quote. Yeah? Another couple bangers from Dawkins I can remember off the top of my head are the Honey Saga, where he tried to get honey through customs and got detained. And of course, saw a guy on the side of the road with a sign that said, not "I need money" or "I need food," but "I need me a fat bitch." What does this mean? He's so good. What's the problem with this one?
Bro, what do you think the Amazonist call sounds
CJX,
like?
thank you for the 5. I got
Probably something
insane
like-
2 videos here. All right, we'll hold them. Oh my god, we will hold them. Dog, you can't just send me something like that. We will hold them. Hold. Oh, Travis McElroy. If you want more evidence that people talk like Chuck Wendig pre-COVID, The McElroys were the most popular people on the internet. Everyone I know listened to My Brother, and Me. Okay? This one's from 2022, which is why we think it's cringe. He's got 1,000 of these from pre-COVID that are just as bad. All right, here's what we got. I give this picture 4 ooh la las, 16 va 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 booms, and 1 large oh my. This is a picture of a horse cock. No, I don't know. Oh, this next one is so good. 2020 has been rough, but yesterday was supreme. Ruth Conda forever. I cannot believe. I don't know how these two got Ruth Bader Ginsburg to officiate their wedding looking as swollen as possible, but they probably shaved a good 6 months off her life. Holy shit. Didn't she die because of this? No, she died because of the cancer that she knew she had for a decade and just refused to step down during an Democratic president with a supermajority. They just elected not to do that. Anyway. Just the same ones over and over again. I bet you think RoboCop is political. A great one. Ian Miles. I honestly, if my last name rhymed with wrong, I would literally just not post. I would change it before I posted. Let's see. Oh, deleted. Oh, good. Here it is. Saw a Down and Out in Seattle last night. His sign said not I need food or I need a job, but I need a fat bitch. What could this mean? Rebecca in chat going, me. Oh, this tweet's good. This tweet is not good. The sign is good. This is a normal question. This is a normal thing to tweet. A joke. This one's so good. This is one of my favorites. Here for the ratio. Fuck transphobes. The response, ratio doesn't mean you're right. Slavery was allowed via ratio. What the fuck was the ratio? What are you talking about? I literally, I don't understand. Ratio plus I own you? Shut the fuck up. When Lincoln won, that was the ratio. The ratio was 3/5. Shut the fuck. I'm banning everyone typing that. Oh my god. This is a fantastic tweet, actually. Come on. This tweet is good. Come on. Popeyes is nothing without Black Lives. See, here's the thing. Here's what I have to ask about this tweet. Is this tweet wrong? Is this tweet incorrect? I don't think that they're offering genuine support for Black Lives Matter, but I mean, no, right? We would all just be going to KFC and being like, "Ooh, this is a little too spicy for my liking," right? Popeyes is not good chicken. All right, here's the thing. Popeyes is not good chicken anymore. But I swear, like 7 years ago, Popeyes was really good. I don't understand what happened. Like, it wasn't until, that's because you were a child, I was 21. I am pretty sure that something changed. And I've heard other people voice this as well that were like, yeah, around like 2016, 2017, it just got much worse. All food did. I mean, it could. They were bought by Burger King in 2016. Well, what do you know? Looks like old Joseph was right again, you stinking ass idiots. You are. Whoa. I will say the chicken sandwich, regardless of the fact that the rest of the food is kind of mid now, the chicken sandwich was really good when it came out. Like, I remember that summer when everyone was like, I will kill another man for the chicken sandwich. You would eat the chicken sandwich and it was like, no, I get it. It really was quite good. Oh, God. A frothy spunk. It is indeed sus. Do we have Homie What Set You from on here? This one is so good. No, this is a great tweet. Why bash deadbeat dads for not being there for their kids? But we never questioned if the child just has bad vibes or if they're just unpleasant to be around. Correct. Oh. This is an old one. 09. 10 years in and we bone like we're cheating on each other with each other. A decade plus and her clit / brown / taint area still pones my dick. Thank you, Kevin Smith. I read this and I start crying like the Kevin Smith selfies. God, he was spitting. Oh, come on. All right. I will say this now. I think we were just being mean because of COVID. Looking back at Bean Dad, I don't think what he did was all that bad. I think the child had a very good learning experience, grasped the concept of doing tools, and it was a family activity. Was it like the way I would have done it? No. But I do not think it was that bad. Wasn't he also anti-Semitic? That was one of those things where, like, they bullied him off the internet, and then they were like, fuck, we got to find a reason that we bullied this guy off the internet. He's anti-Semitic. There was never anything particularly damning about this guy. He was just a little soy, which is fine. He let his daughter go hungry for 9 hours. If you read the thread, she basically was like hungry at 3 p.m. and it took her till 5 to open the beans. Like, if you have been around kids, you know they will come up to you and say, I'm hungry, and you have to be like, it is not yet time for dinner. It's like a dog. A dog will eat at any time, you know? I will defend Bean Dad. And the child might have just had bad vibes as well. The shrimp cinnamon toast guy, yeah, that guy was great. It's so funny the McElroys fired him for this, and this is why I stand with Bean Dad, is because he's anti-McElroy. I love my daughter a ton. However, YouTube will always be my priority. True. Is Neighbor Chili on this list? I don't think so, because the Neighbor Chili was completely in the right. Oh no. I can't do this one. Oh no. This is the one where this person was like conducting research on clitoral anatomy rather, using cadavers that her dad bought. No, we're not doing this one. This one was just gross. Oh, we have a Yu-Gi-Oh one! Can't believe today's biggest W is LeBlanc's dick due to all the pro players writing it. If he's getting shafted in the court of public opinion, that's his consequence, LMAO. The Chris Lofton. He could be convicted of mass murder. It doesn't change his 5 YCS wins. I would support his murdering. You all are so concerned with people's personal affairs, it's crazy. Personal affairs meaning murder! God, he's so good. Does he still post? I think I have him blocked or muted or something, but Jesus Christ. One of the worst to ever do it. Oh, we found it. Here it is. Y'all who are not from okay, before you read this one, please look at the PFPs. Y'all who are not from Los Angeles don't understand what Nancy Pelosi is doing to Donald Trump is. She is gangsta checking him. Ask at Snoop Dogg. He's failing. I'm from Los Angeles, and I've never heard of this. Homie, what set you from? Very true. Please untag Snoop Dogg. Holy shit. Oh, thanks for the ads, everyone. You know, if you don't want to watch the ads, you got a really easy one here. This one was so good. Oh, this was so good. This was right after the BLM protests, where people were like, why are liberals like siding with cops? And they're just being complacent in the face of fascism. And this guy tweeted, trust me, we are not complacent. We're ready to vote right fucking now if we could. Amazing. Oh, we got one? I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, we're all done. What's this one that Rebecca has sent us? A banger Travis McElroy tweet. I need to hire a husky Latina maid who's down with cuddling. Any suggestions? Yeah, I got one. I can't say that. Woods, yes, as it were. Okay. Okay. Woo. Woo. All right. Okay. That was a fun detour while we talked about some of the worst bangers of all time. And unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to exceed those, because now to see the worst tweets on the entire platform, you just have to go to any tweet or any tweet with 100K likes and just read the comments. And it's going to be all these blue checks being like, that was epic and stuff like that. I think trans people should die, classic. It's the blue checkification of Twitter is just awful. Someone posted a tweet where they were talking about how crazy it is that Game of Thrones was this huge cultural moment, and then the 8th season just completely erased any of that goodwill, and people literally just tuned out of it, like in massive numbers. And the top comment was a blue check going, well, I haven't seen any episodes, so I can't offer any insight. Thanks. Great tweet. That's the first one you get to read when you click this post. No one talking about the consequences of like, oh, we had to shovel this out as much as possible. No one talking about what like seasonal revenue means for a project like this that's like 40 years in the making of writing. Everyone just being like, oh, well, I personally didn't see it. Thanks. I'm so happy.